Alright, bro. Disclaimer. Soon as right out the gate. Some of y'all are going to fucking hate me for this. And I'm sorry, but it's okay, dog. I shop at Zumiez. Like, hold up. I've never had a bad experience with Zumiez. I've copped some beautiful decks from Zumiez. Completes everything. Bearings, wheels, hardware, trucks. Dude, I fuck with Zumiez heavy. Go in there, cop some clothes, cop a G-Shock, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not too bad. Like, now, I've only ever had one experience with Zoomies that was totally worst experience ever. So, long time ago, right, I was thinking about getting my first skateboard. So, I went to the mall, and I just looked in the back. Like, workers tried talking to me, I just brushed them off. So I look in the back and I'm like, I call my mom and I'm like, hey, I want a skateboard. She's like, well, how much do they cost? So I go to the work, I'm like, how much is a skateboard? She's like, well, I don't know. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm talking to her and she's like, super uneducated on everything, right? She's like, well, so your board size should be the exact same as your shoe size. So right out the gate, even as like, cause I used to watch a shitload of skateboarding videos. Right out the gate, I'm like, nigga, what are you talking about? This is not how it goes. I wear a size 11. Have y'all skated a size 11 before, my nigga? Do y'all size 10 and a half motherfuckers skate a 10.5? I think not. So I'm like, okay, that's dope. 9, that seems a little big for me. I'm thinking 8.5. That's what everybody tells me. It's a good size to begin with. Get a feel for how you want to skate. I've stuck with 8.5 since. And this lady, she's like, yeah. And so I'm like, how much would a board cost? She's like, yeah, dude, I don't know. Get online, get you the complete bundle. That's probably the cheapest skateboard deck type thing we've got for you. And like the wording she's using is just like, I'm like, well, what type of grip tape do you got? What's grip tape? My nigga, I'm mind blown. But so, boom. So I get back to the crib and I get on Zumiez.com, right? And so I'm looking at their complete bundles and shit. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get on here, I'm gonna find what I want. And everybody's telling me independent trucks are the best trucks you will ever touch in your life. That's the only trucks you should be able to purchase. So I get in here, and none of the sizing charts I can find online are making sense. So I was looking at like 144 independent trucks, and they're like, 144 is the hanger width. Like, I'm looking for this 144 going to 9.0, because she told me like an 11 is gonna be like fucking expensive. You might just want a 9.0. So I'm looking to see a 9.0. Dude, 9.0s were like $70, bro. I was like, fuck that. I did my research. 8.5. I went back to 8.5, right? And so I get my completed, and I'm like, well, I don't know what trucks to purchase. So I talked to my mom about it. She was like, we'll figure it out soon. Just Google it. And so because at the time I didn't have a phone, she was like, I will give you my phone and you can call Zumiez tomorrow off my phone. And so the next day I call Zumiez, the same lady working there. I'm like, hello, ma'am. I'm trying to cop a 9.0. I don't know what truck size to get. I'm looking at independent. And she's like, okay, let me pull up my cheat sheet. Nigga, have you never touched a skateboard in your life? No idea what to put on a board. So I'm like, okay. And so I'm trying to talk to her, and she's talking about, yeah, this, and this. She's like, what size trucks were you looking at? It was like 144, and she's like, yeah. What the fuck do you mean, yeah? I'm asking you, what size does 9.0 go on? And so I'm like, I'm looking at 144, and I just need to know how big these are. And she's just like, yeah. I almost hung up right there. Boom. But so I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna get on YouTube. I'm gonna watch a video on what size, like how to build a skateboard. I ended up finding something. It's like, get an 8.5, get you some trucks at the skate shop. You don't want to get, or you don't want to get trucks that are like this big. You don't want to get trucks that are like this fucking big. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to get trucks that fit your wheel or fit your deck, and your wheel shouldn't be hanging out past your board or whatnot. And so I was like, okay. And so what I ended up doing is I find the sexiest 8.5 I've ever seen in my life. I wish these were still on sale. This is like a collector's item now, and I can't believe I've waterlogged it. I'm not supposed to sound like that. But, so now I get me my 8.5, right? And I've got everything set up. And I call the lady back, and I'm like, so I'm on your bundle deal, because at this point, like, she's still trying to get me to get, my mom's still trying to get me to get a 9.0 too. So I'm like, okay. So I'm looking through the bundles, like, maybe I will get a 9.0. I really want to check the trucks first. No trucks fit 9.0. So I call the lady, and she's like, okay, well, since that didn't work out, I can sell you a pre-built complete. And I'm like, okay, what are we looking for that? It's like, those are going to be super cheap, like $75, And this bitch tries to sell me a longboard. You know, the little Kryptonic skateboards, the little longboards you get at Target? She tried selling me that shit. She said, fuck no. And so I just went with my instinct, and I copped 8.5. I got my grail, the 8.5 Crux trucks. Can't go wrong. I got the base bearings that came with, whatever, get a board and then get a complete, so deck plus 75, the complete deal. And so I bought some independent hardware, the black pack that comes with the red bolts, some OJ wheels, and then I was on my merry way, So now that I've got my complete, I was happy. But the moral of the story is, your Zumiez experience is really based on who works there. Last time I went in there, dude was cool as fuck, bro. Without him, I don't know what I would have did, bro. We were in the mall, bro, and I got me a DGK board. I got me my Crux. I got me the base wheels, the regular, the black and white ones. If I can, hold up. My trucks aren't in range because I got 2 pairs, but I can't find, but I got the regular black and white base trucks or wheels, and I went on my merry way. But he was like, yo, dude, we're just chopping it up the whole time. Dude been skating for 5+ years. It was like, damn, dog, this is dope as shit. And he, yeah, bro, he's just talking to me and whatnot. And, you could tell he knew what he was doing, bro. And I got clear grip. And he didn't, I didn't know about the air bubbles on the clear grip, how to make your grip look super white and shit. And that dude saved my life, bro. He was like, do you want me to build this? Because I was kind of planning on skating around and dicking around in the mall doing shit I wasn't supposed to. And I did get me a little skating experience in, but nah, dude, moral of the story is, if your Zumiez worker doesn't know how to skate, you're gonna have a bad experience. Me personally, I like Zumiez. I haven't got a board that broke day one, mainly because I'm a beginner. But you know, if you're a beginner, dude, cop from Zumiez. Um, yeah, if you wear a size 8 or 8.5 and above, get an 8.5. Get you some 8.5 trucks, get you some stock ass wheels, Bones red bearings, right? Those are good. But they're expensive. They're like $30, but they're not too serious, you know. Um, but yeah, get you some base shit, you know. That's all you need as a beginner. Once you start learning how to skate, then you know you can cop your Formula 4s. You know, I fuck with Crux all the way. So 8.5 Crux for life. You know, creatures, the flight decks. You know, you might want to get you the flight decks or the creature VXs because they're stronger once you start learning how to skate. But dude, your first skateboard, walk up into that bitch, get an 8.5, get the complete setup, you know, the board plus $75, you know, throw your trucks on, throw your wheels on, get your hardware, dude. You'll be pimping in style, you know. Grip tape doesn't really matter. Just know if you do get the expensive grip tape, or like the colorful grip tape and the cool shit, it's gonna run you more. But dude, other than that, go fuck with Zumiez, yo. You know, beginner friendly. If you do have a local skate shop, go to that local skate shop. I'm just not blessed, bro. But you know what you guys are? You guys are blessed. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, whatever holidays y'all celebrate, yo. I'm not biased, my nigga. Have a good time, bro. You know, stay 420 friendly. Go skate today. Listen to some beautiful music. Enjoy y'all's days, y'all. Guys, I'm sorry I didn't put this in a video. I had to go back and record again. Please do not forget a halfway decent pair of skate shoes. You're a beginner, so it doesn't matter much. Dude, I remember my first skate shoes. I had new schools. They're a little beat now. But you know, you can really skate anything suede over canvas. That's about it, bro.